Yo, Squeedo, you saw an atrocious game by me in the St. Emil, and I wondered if it could be done well. Well, Rekron the Conqueror uploaded a video from, I think, last June or so. June or July, maybe it's July. 7th month? July. That's what it is. And he is in a tier 7 and 6 battle, which was more reasonable than mine. And he's on one that you can actually do some good work as a bushwanking sniper. So let's see what he does. He doesn't have any camo on, though. Does nobody... Maybe my settings aren't right here. That guy has... Anyway, Rekron, the Conqueror, he has a lot of battles in this. He's got a 46 next to his name. He's played this a bit. He has an IA, a rammer, and a turbo. That's the same setup I had. Small kits, but he's not running food. And he's carrying 13 of the AP and 2 of the HE, which is probably a much more reasonable setup than I had, which was 9 and 6. So right off the bat, he's smarter than I am. He also managed to get in a better match and a better map. So let's see what happens here, because he dropped some pretty good damage. I would say he more or less carries the team based on what I saw. Bob loves tacos in the Type 64. Bob. Bob, you're crazy. You and your love for tacos. Go get them. All right, so here is the minus 15 gun depression type of situation right here. Can he actually shoot from here? We can knock down bushes, that's for dang sure. Are we going to come up and over and knock down a tree too? There we go. Okay, oh, we got somebody. Here's our first customer. Come on, Rekron. You missed the shot, my friend. Probably doesn't matter because he's going to do some serious damage anyway. All right, we have a bunch of Muppets in the Valley of the Noobs, to include our heavy. That's great. Both heavies? Where's the IS? Uh-oh, look out. Kogan Fleischgen Guggen 3002, whatever you are. What's Kosenfleisch? Where's our IS? See. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Did you hear my shoulder pop? That freaking hurt. Pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. Alright. Where's our IS? Oh, he's over. Guarding Artie. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I should have known. I don't even know why I asked the question. Okay. 490 Alpha coming your way. We're not gonna let loose that one. You know what? This is not his first Sturer Mill rodeo, my friends. He's not taking any chancy shots. Dedouge. Okay, right into the side. That hurts. 408. Those are some... Well, the 480 is a low roll by 10, but 408, that's just the game being mean on a 490. Oof. Very close. But we took the rest of the hit points. So now we have a kill, and we've cranked out 1,224. The heavies in the Valley of the Noobs seem to be alive for the moment. Another guy just crosses there, because why not? Everyone else is taking hit points. He might as well lose his too. Looks like he might have taken a stab towards the bushes. Quit shooting me, Sturer Emil. We are falling back. We're also 2 marked. Didn't notice that. Puberty again. That's weird. Looks like the heavies, or whatever we sent, I guess they were actually mediums in the town, kind of got worked over. So it appears that the enemy heavies went into town. Ours went to the Valley of the Nubs. Looks like the IS is... Boy, we've zoomed out. That is not me. That's him. Why are we zoomed out so far? Okay. That was weird. Not sure what not sure what we were looking for. Doesn't matter though, because I didn't do 4,000 damage in my Sturer Mill. And this fella is going to. There we go. The douche. Nice. And a track. What'd that get us? 570. Now that was an impressive high roll. Thing about the high alpha guns like that, you can get crazy differences. Since it's plus or minus 25%, he did almost 100 extra. What was that, 90? 91? 81. Math in public. 81? Yes. Yes, 81. Math. Sure. We are down to 8 shells. I wonder if he uses them all. I don't think so, because it looks like the enemy team is running out of hit points and tanks pretty quickly right here. And we still have 8 regular and 2 HE. So I don't think we're going to have a problem here. And plus our heavies have broken through. This is really, it's a farming game at this point for the Sturer. He did a nice job as far as kind of anchoring the defense up here, doing TD stuff. His team lost there in the city, but he was able to dissuade the purples from making a hard push through there. That is, I guess, one thing about the Sturer. It's got that 490 alpha gun. Nobody wants to walk into nearly 500 hit points at tier 7. Not unless they absolutely have to. So we're just going to hang out here. This kind of went more or less like I thought it might. You never know when you see these high damage games. There could be some crazy stuff or some really aggressive gameplay or something. But this is more or less what I figured. And I'm not scoffing it in any way. I'm just saying it's kind of what you would expect. If you had a Sturer that was going to have a big damage game, more than likely you're able to stay unspotted. Very important when you don't have any armor or speed to get away. For the most part, at least right now, hit points came to him. He didn't have to chase so much. It's slow. All that good stuff. We've hit most of our shots, if not all. Although I can tell he understands the Sturer's situation with ammo. He's very close with his shots. Very close. Very careful with his shots. He wasn't close. He was... Alright, so we're going to use our mobility such as it is and move in. I like this. This is good. This is, hey, let's go get some hit points. It's probably a one game. At the very least, though, even though it's kind of close, could go the other way, but it's good to see him moving up, because if he can catch one of their tanks out here or get more SA for his guys on where their tanks are, because right now it looks like his compatriots in the Valley of the Nubs are getting stuffed right there. So it looks like, yeah, so at least one guy has gone back. The buggy's back there. And I would imagine the Tiger and the Caro. I mean, honestly, I'd be surprised if either one of them was still in the city. So if we can slowly, unfortunately it's very slowly, move through the city and come up behind these guys, then we can secure the victory. Honestly, if he sits back there, it's very possible that those guys keep pushing and dying. There you go, 304's dead. I have no idea really why he was there, but okay. Looking for an angle, right? He's trying to get an angle. All right, there's the Caro, so he definitely fell back. The Tiger looks to be about a 2-shot based on hit points there. It would not be good, really, to tango with the Tiger in a face-to-face encounter, because based on the Tiger's reload speed and his alpha, we're probably going to lose that fight. If we bounce, we're super screwed. So this will be interesting what he finds. There goes our IS is dead. So still a close game. Still a close game. Very good that Recon the Conqueror is moving up. Recron the Conqueror. Any good names? We got To Sturer, Private Eileen. Oh wow, look at that. All right, so we're gonna have to clutch now, fellas. We're it. We're the big bad right now on the team. We lost both our heavies. The AT7. The enemy team looks to be beat up. Unknown. Caro, we should have good. Yeah, we have good SA on the Caro's hit points based on he was in our draw distance. The AT7, all right, we have that as well. We have a good idea of that. We haven't seen the Tiger, so whether he's taken damage or not lately, we don't know. Last scene, you can see the marker is way into the city. I imagine the Tiger's pretty much right around this corner. So we're going to have to do some big work here, fellas. JQB, Job Sniper. All right, this guy's got a lot of hit points. That's not good at all. All right, he takes a hit. We get a little help from our friends. We drop 447 on him. Excellent. So lots of hit points gone very quickly, and now we got guys. You know, the Caro is kind of in a one-shot situation-ish. Looking for that. Just, come on. Oh, it's just so goofy, this thing sometimes. Nice. All right. We drop him. He was well within our one-shot range. The Caro, questionable. High roll and we got him. I wonder if that's what happens here. What is he doing? He's just sort of hiding. Plus, is he looking at us? Or is he AFK? Oh, he sees us. That was weird. What was he looking at? All right, so that's a bot or not a very good player. What did he just? Oh, he's shooting at the E25. That's what he's looking at. I totally missed that. Big Bob, Fort Worth. All right, so the Carl's looking at that guy. Good. Teamwork makes the dream work. Carl will not be able to. Here's where our depression's helping us. Boom. Nice. Nicely done. We're at 3,401 damage. More or less closed out. We just need to be careful with the AT7. We don't want to let him just pick us apart. Okay. Going to use that gun depression there. We're not going to outspot. Oh, he's in the middle. So he's made a bit of a mistake there. Oh, and that shot drops in even though it is not fully zoomed. We're at 3,800. That's where the big alpha is really making it happen. Artie, is he just going to keep trucking? Yep, he's going to let us get a shot. Another carefully aimed shot, and we take that guy down for his last 377. 4,266. 4 kills. Look at that gun depression right there. Nice. Great example of what the minus 15 gets you right there. Now, he's obviously up and over and very exposed there, but on different back slopes. There are a few places that this thing is more or less exclusive to being able to be used at minus 15 gun depression. Of course, it doesn't have much armor on the casemate, but realize not a whole lot of the casemate is going to be poking up and over, so it does make it a little bit more difficult to see, and that is a 2 mark. Yes, it is. All right. Nicely done there for Rekron the Conqueror. Now I know how you have to do it. To be honest, to a large extent, it was a situational situation here. The match, the tiering, how the match went, but he did a nice job, especially endgame, pushing down through there and cleaning up their tanks. Good on the purples for going back and dealing with the guys pushing the cap. That's more or less what they needed to do. But they did not count on the mighty Sturer Emil zipping along at breakneck speed and showing up behind them eventually. That is all I've got. Take it easy. Have a good one. I don't know what I'm trying to say. See ya.